What do you do when you find a misplaced item? Do you pick it up, go to the police and freak out, or sing finders keepers, losers weepers and keep it? Or would you make the right choice? I imagine a small child crying once they discovered their prized possession gone, and then the joy of discovering it among the other lost souls, knowing that I aligned the stars in the kid's life. She looked around to find the owner, but there was nobody to be seen. She turned to her car where she had a plastic bag and tape. She had an idea. She taped the earpods in the entrance in hopes that the owner would return. It isn't easy to find owners for lost things sometimes. If you had exhausted your efforts on finding an owner with no success, then the best thing you could do is to donate the item to a local worthy charitable organization. If you find a misplaced item, you could donate it to Value Village, Bible Store Missions, or Cytherea House.
Imagine if fashion never changed over time. I think some of the fashion choices of days gone by are very romantic. The gown and lace and detail are ladylike. The suits are fitting for gentlemen. Even the dresses of pioneer women holds a certain appeal. I am thankful that clothes changed over years. They have downtime to pursue their recreational interests, and their personal life also demand a wardrobe to support these changes. Women's life has evolved over time. They do not work only in their home. They also make valuable contribution in the workforce. Women have more downtime now than ever before to pursue their recreational interest. In old days, they were too busy surviving. Now they have time to do what they like and enjoy many hobbies. It will be an embarrassing victory. Playing tennis, jogging, or riding bike, although have done in lace and tails, will be challenging and I don't think very fun.
Do you know Malala? Some of you might say yes, and some of you might say no. I read a book about her. She was 17 years old when a biography was released. She has 2 siblings. She was born in Pakistan but moved to England. She's selfless and takes care of others. Her goal is to empower girls to achieve their potential and become the confident, strong leaders on their own country through their education. Pakistan has 163,000 primary schools. However, only 40,000 schools are designated for females. Malala values education, and so do I. She lived the prejudices and injustice. She didn't like it. She defied the Taliban and fought to ensure that all the girls will receive 12 years of safe, quality, free education. I truly believe the only way to make a global peace is not through stirring our minds, but our souls and hearts.
What do you do in your free time? Do you spend your time with your loving family, play some video games, or draw a picture? All of these are great, but I like to read. You might say, but when I read, I get even more stressed out. Have you tried different kinds of books? There are so many different kinds of books out there. They make us read, and over time, I became capable of reading harder and harder books. And harder books, I'm sure, has more poetic words than the easier, shorter books. It might take some time for you to master them, but I think reading is one of the best ways of learning new words. The last benefit of reading is that it helps you practice empathizing with other people. By reading about them and seeing how the other characters react, you can practice how you might act to make others feel better. I, myself, got better at empathizing after starting to read. So, if you have problems empathizing with other people, I strongly recommend you to start reading a book.
She just used her eyes. And when her friends was in danger, Matilda saved her friends by moving on iron bar. Also, Matilda and her homeroom teacher had to clean and close the curtains before the principal came. Matilda used her ability. We can hold our backpacks well if we are to be hurt. We can write sentences without our hands. So I think if we all have telekinesis, it becomes a really great necessity for our life. Also, if we are late, we can quickly get dressed, eat breakfast, pack our backpacks all at the same time. Some people don't believe in telekinesis. I want to believe this is possible. I really like telekinesis for my life. I think it's of course necessary. I want to have telekinesis. I think everybody should have this power. Lastly, I really recommend reading
I want to
Matilda.
spend some time with you explaining the first Olympics before I talk about the modern Olympics. The very first Olympics were held in 776 BCE to 393 CE. The most interesting thing is that all of the athletes in the first Olympics didn't wear any pants. The first modern Olympics opened in Athens, Greece in 1896. Before Greece opened the Olympics, the Greek ruler, King George I, was worried because of Greek society. He was concerned that the country did not have enough money to host the event. But the Greek citizens donated a million drachma so they can open the Olympics. Hopefully, we can watch the Olympics this year by internet. Due to COVID-19, the 2020 Tokyo Olympics was cancelled. I hope the game will return soon.
You go to the beach with your family, you see plastic spread out all over the place, and you see turtles injured by the plastics. What do you do about this? Let's think about what we can do. We can stop buying plastic cups and buy mugs instead. We can also use cloth bags instead of plastic bags. These days, COVID-19 has occurred. Many people are wearing masks. I have seen so many masks littered all over the ground outside. Do you realize masks have microplastics? Microplastics are very small plastics which go to the ocean or sea. Now, sea animals in microplastics. They can get stuck in the plastics. They can eat the plastics. Sometimes we can see someone throwing their plastic on the beach and into the sea. Think about the animals before you litter. We need to lower our waste. Remember to buy mugs, use cloth bags, and don't litter. Throw your mask into the trash, not the beach. We can't have the sea animals suffer any longer. Let's protect the earth together.